Welcome back to TDM, the Dystopian Man. Please like and subscribe and like. Get your ledger link in the description. You can also donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. So today we're going to be looking at some people in some really bad financial situations and seeing how we would escape them or just not get ourselves into these situations in the first place. So let's look at this one. So I don't. Let me just play first.
You need money. You had your breakfast for lunch? Yeah?
She sounds English. Fruit. Look, there's no. For fruit's a good breakfast for one, right? And for two, there's no tears. There's no tears. A lot of these people make you feel sorry for them as much as they can, and then what they will do, they will take the money you give them and spend it on substances. The quick story, I know this, I don't know him, but there was this one guy in town, our town centre, right? And what he used to do was go into a public toilet, wet himself as much as possible in terms of like throw water on himself, then put like a sleeping bag over himself, go into the city centre, shivering, and just walk around with hopefully someone will give him money. Listen, this guy raised bank, absolutely raised bank, and then I seen him doing it again, and then every time I seen this guy, I was like, why is this guy wet? And I realized I was like, it's a ploy. I don't see him anymore. I think what he does, he goes around from place to place to place, stays somewhere, then people catch on, and he moves to the next place, then people catch on, and people. I think that's what he does. Crazy, crazy, absolutely crazy. And then what happens is you give these people money, and you enable that.
You ate fruit?
I mean, let's be honest. When do you think the last time she had a job was? When do you think the last time she decided to save anything was? When do you think the last time she had a full sober day was?
Do you want to come with me? I can buy you some food. How much you want? $50. You want $50? I'll give you $50. Yeah.
I need $50. Didn't even hear what she said where she was going to go with it, right? But guaranteed $50 is for a fix. That's what it's for.
Don't cry. Don't cry, please.
No tears.
You have?
There's no tears. I'll find some shelter. Okay, so you got $50. You didn't even have a clue where you was going with $50. You said you needed to raise $50, but you don't know where you're going. So how do you know where you're going costs $50?
To go?
Yeah, I do now. I do now.
Okay.
I have money to give them, so they let me in. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Can I give you a hug?
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Take care. Don't cry. Okay? God bless you.
God bless you so much.
He should have took that money, gave it to his kids or daughter or savings or bought some Bitcoin with it, put it away, and walked straight past. And I would say that to people who keep doing the same thing. He may think it's cold, it's heartless. The people who can help, right? The top 1%, the Elon Musks, the Jeff Bezos, the Larry Flints. Do they do any of this stuff? So why are you expected to take the small crumbs and bits that you have? Because somebody else, to be quite frank, messed up their situation. Don't do it.
I wanna go.
I don't think this is funny.
I wanna go.
She's crying because I don't have enough money for a McDonald's. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. How is it funny that you're so broke that you have to see your child cry because you can't afford a $10 meal? It's different if she's crying because it's like, okay, like for example, like my daughter, yeah, she had KFC yesterday. Then we're going home. It's like, Dad, can we have Little Caesars? It's like, no, you had KFC yesterday. Do you know what I mean? That's different. But crying because you don't have enough money for a McDonald's. Like you're broke. You're broke. Deadbeat mother. Filming this and then putting it on social media for everybody to laugh at like it's funny. And think how she felt being filmed. It's not even funny. It's absolutely disgusting. And this is what I mean, the level, right, of people today, even if we look outside of financial education, like just put just put a pound away. Why are you even going? Why how did McDonald's even come up in the conversation? Just put a little bit of money away. each and every payday, even if it's just $5, $5, $5, $5, $5. So then one time when this happens, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, I remember walking through, I think it was out there, or Lidl, one of the two, and I was just like just doing some little shopping because my daughter was around, and she seen this Bluey, and this Bluey like this big toy bear thing, like 50 quid, and I was like, don't really want to buy it. I could afford it, but I just didn't want to spend money on it. So I bought it, but then as soon as I got home, I took another 50 quid I had and I made an investment, right? Because it's the cleverest thing to do. You know, your kids shouldn't have to go through pain because you're broke, because you didn't do what you had to do in your life to sort your shit out and make sure your kids can have a half decent childhood and a half decent life. Look, she's crying because I don't have enough money for her McDonald's. It's fucking scummy. It's not even funny. I don't swear. It's just this stuff really
Are
annoys
you
me.
homeless and you live in this $50,000 Tesla?
Yeah, you want a tour?
Yeah.
So I have a full.
I'm 50-50 here, right? Okay, if you wanted a Tesla, right? Because I'm watching all these live, I haven't seen these before. So if you wanted a Tesla, okay, that's fine, yeah. But $50,000, when you could have got yourself like small, like a 1 bedroom apartment or flat or somewhere cheap. You get your little GTA starter flat. You can start again, start building up, do what you need to do. Like I don't know, like I mean, I don't know, like maybe he could. Because here's the thing, now, right? Now I start thinking on other levels. Having things like this, even though we look at them and we think, oh, that's a bad financial decision, an asset is dependent on what you want to use it for. So let's say you was buying a $50,000 Tesla or a Lamborghini, right? You were buying a Lamborghini, right? Bad financial decision, everybody says. But then you converted it a little bit so you could live in it, and then you did a YouTube channel, My Life in a Lamborghini, and I live in this Lamborghini, blah blah blah. And then within a month, you got like 200,000 subscribers, and the next minute you're doing okay, and that's different. That's completely different, right? But I don't know what this guy's done. But I think he must be doing something similar because everything just looks so neat. Everything just looks so tidy. Like, look.
Mattress right here. Underneath the mattress, I have an electric fridge. It's at cool 30 degrees.
Yo, like underneath a mattress, he's got an electric fridge. There's something about this dude that don't add up to me. Like it's not like, oh, I'm just broke and I just live in a car. It's like I live in a Tesla. I open the mattress and got an electric fridge.
My kitchen stove, Coleman burner right here. I have an EcoFlow power bank, this Dometic water pump. In the front, I gotta press this button. Put my clothes in here. I roll everything up like this. How do you make money? I'm a full-time YouTuber, youtube.com.
What did I say? What did I say?
At 28,000 subscribers, that's how we make money on the road. What made you start living in the car?
Well, it's like he said, he makes money, so that's pretty
laid
decent.
off from Tesla. I was actually a production supervisor, making $120,000 a year, and then
See, I knew there was something about this dude, right? I mean, if he wants to live this life, he said he makes money on the road, right? And he got laid off, $120,000. So I'm guessing he's probably got some savings or something, right? Or something to say, right? Okay, if I don't make a little money off YouTube this month, I'll be okay because I can rely on this. But I wouldn't suggest everybody tries doing something like this. This guy used to work for Tesla, so the fact he got laid off from them, he's got more about him than say probably like someone that I have, because I didn't even think about doing this. I was worries I when I was living in my car. But congratulations to the guy. Do you know what I mean? But I would say 50,000. I think it's a bit of a stupid decision, to be honest, because I genuinely think you could do an investment where you buy a yard or like a small 1 bedroom place. You do it up proper. You film the whole process, and then you come out with the same result, and you'd have an asset instead of just having a depreciating Tesla. That's how I feel about it. But each to their own. Oh, how many times are we going to say that with finances? Jesus, take the wheel. We rely on Jesus, take the wheel. This is the reason why everybody, right? And I understand that these people are they don't have the opportunities we have, right? They don't have it, and it's sad. But in the same sense, I see people with more opportunities end up in the same place where they have nothing because we rely on God and Jesus. Instead of thinking, Allah, God, Jesus, Buddha, whoever gave me the hands, feet, eyes, mouth to actually go out and do something about my situation.
إحنا ننام من غير عشاء. صعبت علي أنا عملي فقدت ولادي وما في شيء على كيفي عايشين من لله. من السكر. ما عندي حق تحليل عام.
I'm telling you, so many people in their old age are going to end up. This is why I make a lot of these videos, because so many people like this, right, our age now, a bit younger, whatever, are going to end up like this. But the Western version, relying on the government with nothing. You have to make sure you save up and invest, not financial advice, and find a way, right, that you can sustain yourself in older age while you're getting older. Now, well, even now, perfect it now. So by the time you get there, because a lot of people they just go through life just not really even thinking about what's going to happen. Not even thinking about, well, I'm going to get older, my bones are going to hurt, I'm going to not want to work. Like most people don't even want to work now. So instead of working towards not working again, they just drag themselves along.
يطلبون مني تحليل وما عندي مصاري.
And this is what I always say to people: if you can't afford it, who's going to feed it? You. This is one thing I always say to my daughter. If you don't do the work that's supposed to be done, who's going to feed it, me or you? Sad, man. Respect to this guy. Living in a car, day 119, saving to buy a tiny home. See what I'm saying? This guy kind of took on what I was saying. Like, this is what I would have preferred to do. Yeah, he's filming it. Then when he gets his tiny home, he can film himself getting his tiny home, film himself doing it up. He's got himself an asset, film himself getting a big proper house if he ever wants to go down that road. But sometimes you have to make sacrifices to get what you want. And that's what this guy's doing. Living in a car, day 19, 119, saving to buy a tiny home. He's got rid of his biggest bill. So because if he's got rid of his biggest bill, it's, do it for a year or two, he's going to be okay. He's going to have his tiny home. Well done to the dude. Well done.
I can't stop crying about this. I can't believe this is happening to me. No.
See how every time it comes on, it's like the tears just fall. They're like, victim, woe is me, woe is I. This woman is an absolute moron. She's a moron. I'm sorry to say it. I saw her old TikTok and she was married and she turned around and said, I do nothing for my husband, right? Even though she cooks for her kids, she cooks for herself. She cleans for her kids, she cleans for herself, but she won't do anything at all for him. She won't do nothing at all for him. Nothing whatsoever, right? Even though he pays all the bills. And as soon as he seen this video, he got up and left. And this is why I say it's so important to make sure you keep good relationships. On both sides, if you look at it, he had somebody he shouldn't even kept a relationship with. She was trash, scummy sort of person to make that video. If you see the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She was an idiot for letting go of a good relationship because at the end of the day, he looked after her and she wouldn't have been in 27,000 EBT debt on food stamps because she had somebody who was looking after her who was actually treating her pretty well. But she came with this BS modern woman sort of attitude, right? That's kind of like, I don't need to pay bills. I don't need to do nothing. I don't need to do nothing for you because I don't understand why. I understand why you think that, especially if he's like helping you pay the bills and everything, or paying all of the bills for you. There's this weirdness in modern society, right, where women don't want to go 50-50, or women shouldn't go 50-50, but nobody's earning enough to kind of live on their own. Do you know what I mean? Nobody's financially educated enough to do so. It's just weird right now. Like, yeah, I mean, in regards to that, if you got somebody that's not paying 50-50 and they're just leeching off you, making your life a misery and a hellhole, leave them and let them go pay for themselves.
Nobody in my family wants to help me. I have burned bridges with all my family
What'd I
members.
say?
I have no one that's willing to help me.
So I mean, I burn bridges with all my family members. I have no one that's willing to help me. I was the one that said I don't want to do nothing for my husband. So now you didn't want to do anything for anybody else. Now you're in BS. You want people to come and do something for you, even though you've been scamming food stamps.
Let me get myself together. So, yeah, nobody wants to help me. I asked my mom, and she's like, after everything that you've done to me, like I cannot help you. I also asked my sister for help, and she
Help
told me
yourself.
no.
Get a job.
My brothers cut me off a long time ago.
She
I don't
refuses to
want
get a
to help
job.
at all. All I need now is for the leasing office to know that I was the one that left that mess, that trash, all that food on the floor, that for them to find out that that was me. That would be the fucking cherry on top, because everything has gone to shit, and we're only on like the 9th day of fucking January. I just can't take this anymore. I can't.
Woe is me, woe is I am a victim. People are
So
shit. I
here's
mean,
an
look,
update of me having to pay back $27,000 to EBT. So I called them to set up a payment plan. I explained to them that I'm not working, that I don't plan on ever getting a job.
oh gosh. So this woman don't plan on ever getting a job. So it's down to you and me to pay our taxes to feed her kids. It's ridiculous. 2025 has started bad for me. Zero EBT, zero child support. I told my sister to get custody of my grandbabies because I don't have use for them anymore since they took the child support I get for them. What a piece of shit. Right? You should be looking after your family because you love them and you feel for them, not because you get child support. This is the sort of person when I say complete trash you don't want to you shouldn't even have in your life. She got nuts. She cut all of her bridges, because this woman really is a piece of work, and you can see. Listen,
They asked if I receive income from any other source, and I told them yes, I receive child support for 7 of my grandchildren. And you want to know what they said? Well, we're going to garnish the child support till the $27,000 are paid off. So you know how my sister wanted custody of my grandkids? I called her and I go, yo, I don't have no use for them anymore. Come pick them up. I do not want them here. I don't need them because now they took away my EBT.
look how trashy, right? People have felt. I don't have use for them anymore. And you film yourself saying this, and then you come online and just drop it like it's the right thing to say. Like, wow, like, what's her name? XO Jessie, like, oh my struth. Like, I can't even believe the stuff that I'm hearing. I have no use for them anymore. You're using the
And my child support.
so strong, so
I told her
independent.
straight up, once the $27,000 are paid off, you could bring them back to me, so I could go ahead and continue receiving child support for them. So now I'm not even gonna be able to pay my rent. So I have to. I'm like packing up. Like I'm taking everything out. So by them taking all my child support, I'll have it roughly paid off in like 6 to 7 months. So yeah, I'm gonna be down and out for 6 to 7 months. This is unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Where am I going? Where am I gonna go?
I know where you'll go. To the place where there's a nearest job application. Pick it up, fill it out. Bob's your uncle. You might be able to resolve your situation. But no, you're that lazy, right, that you want to sit there, claim benefits for 7 grandkids. They aren't even yours anyway. And the only reason why you're even looking after them, right, is because it gives you more money to spend on yourself. I wonder how those kids are even living. Like how they're living, at what state they're living in. Because she's obviously only getting the kids to have the child support. Doesn't really love them, doesn't have any feelings over them or anything. Obviously, because it's not like you're upset even having to give them back. You're more bothered about not getting the child support. Utter trash. These are the sorts of people that when I made the video the other day when I was like, you have to lock people off. Doesn't want to work, like victim. But when you look at all of her traits that put her in this situation, this woman is horrible. Horrible. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. We're going to look into the news and make a crypto news video. So like and subscribe. We're going to see what's going on with the crypto news today later on. So yeah, so you get Ledger link in the description. Donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum to the wallets in the description. Peace. Disgusting woman. Absolutely.